Hi everyone and welcome to Planting for Wildlife. Hope you've all had a great start to the year. January is always an exciting time for me, planning for the gardening year ahead. I've already bought quite a few plants for the front garden, some seeds as well. On the veg side, keeping things quite light this year with some chilies and peppers, mainly Padron peppers and a few others that I can blister with them in the summer and then pickle into the winter. Weather-wise, the first week of January was just horrific. Torrential rain. I was out here 2 weeks ago with the jug from the kitchen, bailing out my new beds with the water like a sinking ship. Second week though has been beautiful, clear blue skies like it is today. It was really nice to see that light kind of flooding into the garden and giving a tiny kind of inkling into spring. In this video I wanted to have a look at shrubs for winter interest. Obviously winter interest is so important for any garden, but it's also vital for wildlife, providing food to birds and pollinators throughout the winter. I've got 3 plants for you, and the first one is this beautiful Mahonia behind me. It's obviously been here a long time and was actually about a third bigger before the previous owners cut it back before we moved in last year. For me, scent is such an important part of enjoying the outdoors and enjoying gardens, and Mahonias provides beautiful honey-like scent from October all the way through into January. If the sun's out, it's also buzzing with bees, and the blue tits seem to love it too. I also have 2 smaller Mahonias in the front called Narihira, so even if you have a smaller plot or a smaller area of your garden that you want to fill, there's always room for a Mahonia. Next up, I have 3 witch-hazels for you, one of my favourite shrubs. I just love the unusual spidery flowers and the sweet and spicy scent that they give off. It's a really good shrub for autumn colour too. The first one is called Orange Beauty, has this beautiful two-tone and a really strong scent to it. The next one, called Diane, I really bought for the deep red, which gives a lovely colour in the winter, but if I'm honest, the scent isn't that strong, so probably not one I'd buy again. The next one, which is the one sitting next to me, is one I bought only 2 weeks ago, and I'm going to have to read the name. It's called Furzorba. I was in the garden centre and saw this beautiful colour of the witch hazel, and to my delight and also my daughter's delight, it had a beautiful scent to it, so that was it. I had to buy that plant, and that will be going probably in a big pot until it can go out in the garden. In terms of being friendly for UK wildlife, to be honest, I'm going to keep an eye on these because although I read they're good for pollinators and I've seen photos of pollinators on them, myself I haven't seen any bees or other pollinators going to them over the winter. So if you have, drop me a comment at the bottom. Onto a smaller plant, and one that's actually classified as a sub-shrub. This Russian sage really holds its own throughout the year. In summer, it has the long spikes of lavender coloured flowers, really popular with bees. But once the flowers have fallen off, you get these beautiful, intricate, ghostly white stems, which add a huge amount to the garden. That's all for part 1 of winter shrubs, although I've got a few more I'm going to share with you in part 2 next week. If you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and feel free to follow me on Instagram, the link's on my YouTube homepage. Have a great week ahead and enjoy the wildlife in your garden.